Hi, this is Lito Mendoza, your real estate broker, and now a real estate blogger. Today, I would like to discuss with you another strategy in the real estate investing. This is what we call uh, no money down in buying real estate. Actually, it's quite difficult really to negotiate on a no down payment scheme, but it's possible. And there are many books already written on this. Many forums have discussed this topic, but in reality, there are only about maybe 2 to 3 instances where you can really finalize a no down payment scheme as a buyer or as an investor. Actually, you can find a seller, a motivated seller. We call it motivated because usually the seller is either in a financial problem. So, in order for the property to be sold in the market, so they agreed on a no down payment. So you as a buyer, you can do the following scheme. Maybe you can offer installment, the down payment payable installment. When the buyer will secure a loan, say with a bank, so maybe about say 70% is borrowed from the bank and 30% is will be payable to the seller. So the 30% can be negotiated with the seller, example, an individual person or a financial company. You can pay either maybe 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, maybe 5 years. But usually this schedule of payments is being supported or guaranteed by a post-dated check. So usually you'll be required, or the buyer will issue a post-dated check. So that's one scenario. The two scenario is when the buyer will just assume the obligation of the seller. There are many instances that the seller cannot pay the monthly amortization, and instead of maybe foreclosing the property by the bank, you can just assume the property loan, and then you pay the seller the equity or the amount they paid already with bank or for said house. So yun na lang ang babayaran ng buyer doon sa seller. Yung babayaran mo ay yung nabayad na actual ng seller. So pwede mo i-negotiate na bayaran mo rin ito ng say 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, o 5 years, depende sa kanya. Kung wala nga bumibili, di papayag ngayon sa'yo. Kaya, that's the same. To guarantee the payment, you'll issue a postage check. And then, the next scenario is you can negotiate just the same, the amortize on the down payment. So when the seller will become a lessee, or the seller will sell the unit or the house, and he or she will become your lessee. Yan, another scenario yan. Madalas ito nangyayari. Kasi para matulungan mo, dito, a real scenario to sa Pilipinas, na tayo naman ay very mabait sa mga kaibigan o sa mga kakilala. So, binili mo yung property, tinulungan mo sila, at sabi nila, sila na rin ang magre-renta para hindi naman ang pamilya nila ay mapalayo o papunta pa sa ibang bahay. So, mangyayari yan, they can you'll buy the property, the house, and they will be your lessee. Ngayon, magbabayad ka sa kanila ng amortization din sa kanila. Babayaran mo sila ng maybe this one, maybe short term lang, maybe 3 years o note down. So, sila naman, babawasin mo na ang renta dun sa bayad mo sa kanilang amortization. So, that is another scenario where you can have a no down payment scheme when you're buying the property. But actually, in real sense, is another scheme or strategy. If you're an investor, if you don't want or you really don't want to make a down payment, you can get a partner. That's in the book. So usually, is being suggested in the real estate books that you get a partner who will invest on your the down payment. So the investor will invest in down payment, and you will be assuming the payment of amortization. That's it. That's how to. This is the scheme on how you can strategize or implement the no money down in real estate. So I hope you learn something from my brief explanation, and I hope you can find somebody who will really agree on an old down payment. Marami naman dyan. Kaya until then, so I hope you learn something from my presentation, and please subscribe and share. Thank you, and God bless.